That's real dedication right there. Real determination.
Look at how he's digging in his butt. Yo.
I don't give
This motherfucker's tripping. I never. If I shit myself, bro, I'm going home. I'm not telling nobody.
You walk home with shitty pants, or you walk home with shitty pants, a winner. All right, you have two options.
You mean hard crusted shit?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Gritty and my boy Kishan. And today we're watching TikToker poops himself for a food challenge, Mo Motion. I don't know who Mo Motion is, but that's who the video is definitely.
I was ready to say.
Yeah.
Outgoing people on the earth.
They don't give a fuck about none of that other shit other than getting the job done.
You know Badlands Chubbs? Him, you know Badlands Chubbs?
Oh, yeah.
Drinking Prego and even having health conditions that affect their real lives. But when it comes to my dude Mo Motion, it starts to get a little concerning.
Got cooked. The spicy with that is. Oh my god. He said he shit himself. He said,
"Oh, bro, I'm gonna just keep going until the end until I really can't no more."
What's going on, guys? Pie7 here. We're back at it talking about food content creators running up that bag. Can't hate on a brother for chasing that motion, but today we're talking about Mo Motion. Mo Motion is a TikToker that does a ton of food challenges. All right, he travels the world. He goes to different restaurants in different states, and he basically tears.
He needs to be doing food challenges.
No.
What do you mean?
His stomach is not that big.
Well, it'll expand, hopefully.
Down on any type of food challenge that the restaurant might have. But what starts to get concerning with his food content creation is the extent that he will go to fulfill these challenges, in which it starts to become fucking disgusting.
Bro was dipping a whole pizza in tap water so that he could finish the challenge faster. He's locked in like that.
One of the first situations that happened, and he talks about a lot happening over time.
Yeah, I can't. That shit is so wild to me. You niggas really
dipping pizza in tap water now.
Just to finish it, and I understand it's a strategy. That's fucking.
I mean, I already know I'm gonna throw up, so fuck it. I'm balling. We gonna eat.
You gonna dip it in a bucket of ranch?
Like something like honey or something.
He said, "I'm gonna grab the whole pizza and just dip it in some ranch."
Literally, just roll the pizza up like a
eating all the food at hotel breakfasts, and there's even a video of him on a live stream being confronted by one of the hotel workers because he was sleeping in the bathroom
so that he could be able to wake up and eat the hotel breakfast without staying at the hotel.
I know that's fine. You can just go in the next 15 minutes. Because I know you're sleeping. You're not supposed to be here.
They in fact told me I could really just pop up to the bathroom. I finna sleep in the bathroom till tomorrow, but on the challenge.
I can't even front. That's a dead.
I can't tell if bro is poor. Not like to be disrespectful, but
I don't know. Maybe
like what's your circumstances that you're sleeping in hotel bathrooms to eat the food in the morning? Like you're getting paid from TikTok, so I'm hoping like you got a little bit of bread in your pocket.
Yeah, that shit. To me, fat motherfucker sat in my chair, bro. Motherfucker, I don't even weigh 200 pounds. That's how you know fat people sat in my shit creaking already.
He said,
dedication though, and he talks about this in a lot of videos, saying that hotels hate to see him coming, buffets hate to see him coming because they know that he's going in there to tear down all this food. A few weeks later, after he got kicked out of that hotel for sleeping in the bathroom, eating all the all-day breakfast, doing all this crazy shit, right? He went on to a restaurant called Smash and B, in which they had a burger challenge that he wanted to do on a live stream. Now that
nigga has nice clothing. Hell nah. He just didn't want to pay for the hotel room. This is what it was.
Yeah,
at this place knew that.
Yeah, look at his fit. Full pants and fuck a hoodie too.
He was coming and said, "Hey, we're gonna throw you $2,700 on top of the free meal if you eat our spicy wing challenge." Right? Him seeing all that money said, "Oh yeah, let's do it." So he
shit looks like fucking. Look at that shit, bro. Hold on, go back. Look at that shit.
Spicy.
Look at when he grabs it. Look at when he grabs it.
Wing.
Look at that shit.
They fried it.
But you're dying.
They fried that bitch.
I'd probably had to go to the hospital.
Challenge, right? Him seeing all that money said, "Oh yeah, let's do it." So he tears down the burger challenge, he tears down the fry challenge, and the workers hand him the wing challenge, right? Now he goes on to start this wing challenge by doing what he does best, trying to break down the food, getting the drinks and all this other shit. But it starts to get a little fucking crazy.
Don't you find this all rather fascinating?
I don't want to do this no more.
Ew.
It appears that you need medical attention right away.
Swallow it. Come on, Mo. What's wrong with him? You're screaming, you're looking crazy on a live stream, you're jumping around, you're drinking whole milk while consuming spicy food.
That's a fucking nightmare you're about to have later that day. But listen, bro.
Yo, why go through all these extents in which now the content is so extreme that it's causing you pain in the live stream?
They really trying to motivate, bro. Like, I'm sorry, there's no amount of money you can give me to do that. I'm
Oh, you're gonna die.
I'm good.
You would literally die.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Like,
Starting to become
like even Dave's Hot Chicken. They got like Kyle told me he went in there and they had to sign a waiver and everybody was looking at him like he's a fucking he's insane.
Disgusting, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you got your whole mouth open, we see it all up in your nose, you drooling, you crying, your eyes are bulging out of your eye sockets. Like, bro, this is crazy, man. This is nuts. But like I said, these food content creators are locked in like that, man. They doing it by any means possible. Now, after this whole situation, right, a lot of people are just like, yo, relax, all right? It ain't ever that deep. We don't want you to get hurt. We don't want you to burn a hole in your ulcer. But my man's Momotion didn't give a fuck, all right? He goes on to do another food challenge, in which is a pizza food challenge at this restaurant called Jack and Doe's. And guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you, this is by far the worst food challenge he's ever done and the nastiest one. He invites his friend to do this pizza challenge with him, in which you got to eat this entire large pizza in a short amount of time, right? He's knocking it down, he's tearing it up, and he goes on to say, wait a second, my tummy ain't feeling too good. And he gets up and says, hold on, I just sharted myself.
And there it goes. And there it goes.
Now, guys, it's not the fact that he just shit himself, right? It's the fact that he gets up, asks the worker to go to the bathroom. The worker says, nah, you can't do that. The challenge will be ruined. His ass looks back at his friend and says, you know what? We got to stick it through.
Mind you, his whole hand is up.
That's real dedication right there. Real determination.
Look at how he's digging in his butt.
I don't give a
This motherfucker's tripping. I never. If I shit myself, bro, I'm going home. I'm not telling nobody.
You walk home with shitty pants, or you walk home with shitty pants, a winner. All right, you have two options.
You mean hard crusted shit? That's what you mean? Because that shit's where you just crushed up.
His friend and says, you know what?
10,
we gotta stick it through.
Mind you, his whole hand is up his ass, in which he sits back down.
Oh no, he sat down with his hand. Oh no.
And continues to eat the pizza that has caused him to shit himself.
Dude, after watching that shit, I'm about to go repent. My nigga, I'm about to go pray.
This is maybe one of the most nastiest things I've ever seen on TikTok. Why would you do a pizza challenge knowing damn well you're lactose intolerant, proceed to shit yourself, hold the shit in with your hand, and then go back to eating the food? I don't know what else to say to this other than this is straight up dedication, bro. But at the midst of that dedication, this is also fucking disgusting. And this live stream really blew up his page and had a lot of new eyes looking at it, wherein he started to get a lot of hate, and a lot of people start diving into his backstory and figuring out that he's kind of homeless. A lot of people were asking him like, yo, what's your living situation? Because he goes on a ton of cruises, he likes to eat the buffet food at these cruises, and he's constantly traveling. And he made a video talking about it, saying that he's really just a nomad.
No, I'm not really homeless. I would rather say that I'm a nomad. I'm more very free. I pay rent sometimes at different places, and I've stayed at different places throughout my life, but I feel as though I always feel stagnant when I stay in one place for too long. So it just makes more sense for me to always continue to travel.
In my opinion, bro, I really don't care. People that were really interested in his page started going all the way back into his videos and finding out that he's been a nomad for a while and that he buys designer but doesn't have a place to live, or he does this and goes on cruises and vacations. And like I said, bro, I really don't care. But the amount of hate he does get is kind of fucking insane.
Nah. A homosexual, you gotta get ass. So I mean,
traveling designer is crazy.
Traveling a designer but no place to live.
I mean, car.
It doesn't. It seems like he gets around.
The shower. It's like that.
At least he had. Yeah, I'm sure he has the money to take a shower.
God.
You know, Planet Fitness is everywhere, baby.
Saying, all right, there's entire hate pages on TikTok saying that he fakes his laughs. He's stealing all this food. He's basically
stealing this food is crazy. He's recording himself. Let's be fucking for real here. 1, 2.
Oh yeah, no one's gonna let you steal their food in their restaurant, sit down and eat it in their face.
basically scamming these restaurants because of his own condition and his thrive to get the job done in the midst of making food content. There was this guy on TikTok live that confronted him saying all kinds of shit.
Chat, you over there fake eating and stuff, dog. Act like he eating shit, bro. Over there fucking around and playing with the food and shit, dog. I don't like it, chat. It make me mad, chat. He can't show no paperwork, chat. He ain't got no documentation, bro. He ain't got no documentation, bro. He has no documentation in reference.
Look at this nigga's hands.
To what's going on, chat. Again, lying to these folks, bro. I got a high metabolism, chat. Again, I don't gain weight when I eat, but I'm not on the internet telling y'all I got some shit wrong with me, chat.
At the end of the day, bro, it's never that deep. You would think that this motherfucker done spit in his mother's food the way he talking to him, saying he gotta pull up the paperwork. I gotta see that he has sickle cell and shit. And I'm just like, man, at the end of the day, I'm watching him eat all this food and he's not gaining in.
Is that milk? No. Oh my god. That fucked up my
and on top of that, he can do whatever he wants with his money. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, if he want to be homeless, let him be homeless. If he want to be a nomad, let him be a nomad. If he want to go on cruises and eat all this fucking food, let him do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's ever that deep.
That shit, that salad joint, I don't know what the fuck that was.
That shit look disgusting.
Look gross as shit.
We'll have dedicated hate pages for this dude and confront him and say that he doesn't have a condition. Now, I do think it's okay to criticize some of the practices he does in these food challenges and the extents that he will go to knock the challenge down, all right? Hey, I'm gonna clap it up for you on the dedication, but putting your whole hand in your ass, sleeping at hotels, looking nasty on live streams, bro, like, that's kind of crazy, but I understand it. You making that bag at the end of the day. That TikTok money and make anybody do anything. At the end of the day, bro, Mo Motion got motion, man, and I can't hate on that. You know what I'm saying? He getting his bag, he making his views, he traveling the world. Who gives a fuck at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Shit, he getting paid. We all get paid. But yeah, lads, that's all I really want to talk about, bro. I seen this.
He also got confronted by a worker at a Chinese buffet for going back and forth to the bathroom, throwing up all the food and sitting back down to eat all day. That is fucking gross. 1, 2. I mean, is that necessarily, like, it's gross, but is it bad? I mean, you're taking advantage of...
I mean, it's not illegal, is it? Like, it's not on the rule book.
Yeah, bro, like, at what point, like...
I don't know how you can throw up and still go back to eating again.
That's trifling,
and
bro.
Sitting there all day is crazy.
Baby,
sitting there all day doing that is crazy, just back and forth.